But listen, though, like going in the area of that, and we're talking about the area of preparing the mature for more. And we're talking to emerging leaders. Like it takes a level of maturity for you to operate the way that you're operating. You had
Mm.
to embrace the fact, like I'm a creative. Like it's all of me. It's not the area of just boxing me into one thing and
Come on,
saying that
man.
I am this, because the area of the I am of God within me, I, you, and God are one, and operating from that area. That whatever I am, I put it on the end of that with that inner tugging, and I become that thing. So
Come
my
on,
I
man.
am connects to the area of music. So therefore, I'm a musician. The I am connects to the area of business because
That's
I am an
it.
entrepreneur. The I am connects to the area of the pastor. And coming from your true inner tugging of who you are, that compelling, it opens the door. So you talked about the area of manifestation, and the Lord dropped this on me, and it's something coming out. Y'all ain't telling y'all all about that right now, but something's coming forth from this principle. When he said you manifest from your it,
That's it.
it's the area of manifesting from your inner tugging. And so the inner tugging is the area to go ahead and for me, it's that area of coaching the personal development aspect of coaching emerging leaders. That's my it. So it happens everywhere. When you said it's the area of prayer and the communication aspect, it's everywhere. You are the prayer warrior in the house. You're the prayer warrior in your
That's it,
marriage.
bro.
You're the
Come
prayer
on.
warrior in church. You're the prayer warrior from there. It's the communication aspect of that inner tugging where you get to operate from that posture and that place. So we have to manifest from there, manifestation aspect of the God-given it for things to
Come
be
on, man.
released from there. It's when we get caught up in media and this person and that and trying to do it like that, that we come from the area where we hinder the manifestation. Is
That's
it
it.
coming from your it, from who you genuinely are? So
Come
it's
on.
the it, but that's not just the it's the it through personal
That's
development.
it, bro.
And that's
Come
why I
on.
want to talk about the area of the maturity for more, and not just how to make $1 million, which is great, not just how to get more followers, how to get this and that, which is great. And it's a platform for that. But how have we gone through these areas, operating from our it through our journey to be navigating these things, because things are manifesting. I know you personally that things are manifesting in your life since you've said yes to your it. There has been no limitations, right? I'm bragging a
Come
little
on,
bit, but
man.
you've been world traveling, hopping on planes and being in rooms and dealing with things pertaining to the seven mountains, all from a thing that's within you of prayer. So listen, beloved, if you're listening or watching, listen, you have to be at a posture and place to recognize that
Come
your
on,
it
Chris.
is not limited.
Come
It is
on, man.
not limited. If Oprah Winfrey can be a billionaire with a B from communicating, which Charles is saying from an area of just communication, right? In the area of praying and communication, you, beloved, can be exactly what God has called you to be with no limitation, but it's going to require a level of maturity. Brother, I feel you. So what do you got flowing from there?
Dude, you're hitting it, man. That's why I said speak, because the reality is this. Everything that I'm now witnessing God do in and through me, blessing my family with, came from my relationship of actually communicating with him about these things. It's as simple as that. But I didn't recognize it as first, right? So when people would come like, man, you're such a change agent, you're such a atmosphere shifter, man. Like you just make you make an impact whenever you come around, like you have such an influence. Well, what did that mean? I had to remember what my mom used to always tell me when I was 3 years old, laying hands on her as she would teach me to do, is that prayer changes things. So if this is how God has equipped me with
Mm-hmm.
all of this extra sauce on the side, right, to be able to
Mm-hmm.
get into these places, what is the end result that people want to be able to do? They want to be
Mm.
able to communicate with the Most High, even if they're an unbeliever.
Mm.
They still want to communicate and want to hear what? A word from what they will deem the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no different. Listen, I learned
Mm-hmm.
very early on, man. Same, different name. It ain't no difference in what you may call it, but
Mm-hmm.
recognize I understand the true nature of it. And
Yeah.
this is what I understood of myself, as you would say it or speak it, was that I was being brought up and groomed to be exactly what the prophets were in the Bible. And I say this in much humility. What do I mean by that? Well, in every kingdom that was being brought forth, they were well or
Mm-hmm.
not well based on who? Someone coming in and giving them a word of instruction.
Mm.
That man was not a man that was, or woman that was in a posture of wealth or great riches. but yet they were left to live their life, but they were also asked at proper time for words from the Lord. I learned that that's who God called me to be. I may not have a kingdom of my own, but I am who the kings call for a word of advice. And that word of advice comes from my posture of prayer. And now I'm able to be in vicinities and in places that I'm invited to because of now a relationship that was organically built by me just being my genuine or authentic self.
Come on.
As
Somebody
simple as
put in the
that.
comment section, I just got to be me. That's a
I
mic
just
drop
gotta be
moment,
me,
y'all.
man.
I just got to be me.